Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Pauline Morgen Venice Dream necklace for women with crystals from Swarovski. So let's go ahead and open up the box. Alright, and let's pop open the lid. So it opens this way, and you can see the pendant inside the box. Let's go ahead and set the box down so you can see what's what, and let's pop the contents out from the box. So that's the necklace, and there is a card inside the box as well. So let's set that down as well. Let's put it on the other side. And let's just make sure that there's nothing else left inside the box. So that's the Pauline Morgen Venice Dream necklace for women with crystals from Swarovski laid out on the tabletop there. Let's start off by taking a close-up look at the card that's included. So there is a certificate for the necklace. Alright, so let's go ahead and set that down into one side. And of course we can put that box to one side as well. And then now we can take a close-up look at the necklace itself. So of course it comes neatly packaged in a Ziploc bag. Let's go ahead and pop the necklace out from it. Alright, so that's the necklace laid out across the tabletop. And let me just straighten out the chain of the necklace. And of course you're wondering what the length of the necklace is. So I have a ruler right here. And in terms of centimeters, it measures from the bottom of the pendant to the very top of the dangling chain, just under 33 centimeters. But where it really counts, where it goes around your neck, let's measure the necklace itself from there to that point there, because this is just a little drop there. So where the clasp is to the top of the loop around the pendant, that is 22.5 centimeters, so 22.5 centimeters long, double that of course, which is 45 centimeters in total length. So there we go. So that's the length of the chain. And of course let's just bring the necklace up closer so you can have a proper look at the chain of the necklace as well as the pendant. So the pendant has a blue Swarovski Elements crystal. As you can see, it is kind of a medium shade of blue and has a nice gleam to it. So I'm going to just move it around in my hand slightly so you can see how the light bounces off it. So this is a white gold plated necklace, and bringing it in slightly closer so you can see the pendant as well as the chain in more detail. And of course we can measure the size of the pendant itself in just a few moments. Let me just place it in the palm of my hand here. And let's take a look at the reverse or back side of the pendant. So there's some etching at the back with a love script on it. Not sure how well you can see that script. So LOVE with a capital L and a little heart right next to it. Alright, let's go ahead and measure the size of the pendant. So I do have my Aurea digital caliper, which I've unboxed in a previous video, so really handy. Let's go ahead and measure the size of the pendant. So we can measure the height of the pendant as well as the width. So the height of the pendant is about 32 millimeters. And let's go ahead and measure the width of it as well. So the width, if you're wondering, is 20.72 millimeters, or just under 2.1 centimeters. And if you're wondering about the thickness, actually I didn't quite show you the side profile or side view of the pendant. So that's how it looks like. So you can see that the white gold plated part to it is somewhat raised from the crystal surface. A very, very gorgeous looking pendant with that blue Swarovski Elements crystal. And of course, let's go back to just measuring that thickness of the pendant. So in terms of thickness, as you can see, 13.5 millimeters or 1.35 centimeters thick. So that's the measurement of the pendant right there. And just for reference, of course, let me see, I've got a 50p coin here, side by side. Let me just move it closer to the middle of my palm there. To give you a better idea of the size of the pendant right there. Okay, and now let's actually take a close-up look at the chain itself, or the main necklace. So starting from one end, right there, and moving up. So there is a clasp there, and you can see the pattern of the necklace chain. It does have a kind of rectangular flat block design, and it does have a nice luster to it, as you can see. It does reflect light quite nicely. Of course, moving along, and it's nice to see that my camcorder is doing a good job this time of focusing on that narrow length of necklace right there. And of course, let me just try and straighten out that little kink right there. Lovely, so just like that, nice and straightened out. And just suspending the pendant in the air. And showing you the side and rear views. Of course, there appears to be a protective sticker on the back of the pendant to protect it from any scratches. And let's see if I can get the chain to display nicely with the pendant in my hand. I think this is quite a nice way of displaying it, with the hold and grip not interfering with the beauty of the chain and necklace. So an entire view of what the Pauline and Morgen Venice Dream necklace for women with crystals from Swarovski. So you can see that drop right there where the clasp of the chain is, and the luster of the chain as well. And of course the size of the pendant right there with the Swarovski Elements blue crystal. And you can see the pendant is quite large in size. So a nice, good detailed necklace. As you can see, the white crystals or clear crystals laid into the frame of the pendant. That kind of braces the blue crystal onto the metalwork. So that's the Pauline Morgen Venice Dream necklace for women with crystals from Swarovski. Thanks for watching and happy styling!